Moving your hair behind your ear, both of you giggled as you kneaded the cookie dough at the sight of him being covered with flour from earlier. The pillow fort you and him built that night was an unforgettable memory. The smile he gave you when you accidentally bumped into his back gave you butterflies. The 3 a.m. chats, once about stupid crazy things that had him laughing till he choked on his saliva, once that involved you pouring your insecurities out with tears streaming down your face. His arms wrapped around you, holding you in his warm embrace, soothing you as you could not speak, snot in your nose, and hiccups escaping your mouth, the comforting words that he whispered into your ear. Jay-Z came around the park where young teenagers would glance at you weirdly, and old couples passing by would compliment on such a sweet relationship. When you would smile at those comments, not bothering to correct them, your world came crumbling down when you realized she wasn't like the rest. You wanted to be with her, wanted to get married with her, grow old with her. The first few mentions were what soon became daily talks about her, and you tried to hide the pain with a smile, hoping he wouldn't notice. You could see how he looked at her and how she looked at him, and the worst part, there was nothing you could do. Those 3 a.m. chats between the two faded into occasional small talk. The nights you cried yourself to sleep, alone, that was something you had to get used to. You had to accept the fact that he wasn't yours anymore. He never was. It mentally broke you, the amount of plans you had to cancel with your friends because the places they were going to were ones you and him used to have fun laughing together at. And yeah, you were the weak that you couldn't shrug the past off. Chuckling bitterly at the wedding invitation gifted to you, you played with the ends of the paper as the young observed you. So, are we going? He questioned after a few minutes of eyeing you, fidgeting with the slip of paper, staring blankly at it. What kind of friend am I if I were to miss my best friend's wedding? Best friends. Muttering the last part out, you suddenly took interest in the floor you and Taeyang were sitting on, smiling sadly. You ready? Taeyang appeared behind you in the mirror, settling his arms on your shoulders. The wedding doors opened grandly, just as how they portrayed it in the movies you watched as a child, with him. You barely were able to keep your eyes on the bride instead of landing them on the groom, him. Your facial features softened, seeing him indulging in the habits he would do when nervous. He really hasn't changed, huh? That's nice to know. She walked towards him. Her presence simply radiated elegance and ladylikeness, something you knew his mom would have loved. The rest of the time they were talking, you had drifted off to a fictional world, a world where you were in her shoes instead, in a stunning dress and hair all done up shimmering to be the center of attention. I now pronounce you husband and wife. The groom may kiss the bride. Once silent, the room had filled with applause, everybody wishing the newly married couple with joy. You tried your best to push your emotions down, joining both of your palms together in an effort to clap, but a tear rolled down your face. Another drop soon joining them. The arm that wrapped around you, pulling your frail body to face its weren't even one of your concern. I guess not everybody gets the happy ending. Unable to conceal your sadness any longer, to let it out. Maybe, but it could also be because that certain someone hasn't found the one for them. The young traced imaginary circles down your back, shushing your cries.